Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Running past the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They tackle him all the way down at the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
And that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Handoff to the back.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Aggies looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's now second and goal.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll win it to the right side. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, A&M. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything we prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Steps out of bounds at the 17. Brings up second down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Running with purpose. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype, the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Makes a quick catch. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that run produces a decent gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Caught quickly. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Gain of 3. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, LSU 3.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Back to throw again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now can you do it consistently?
Touchdown, LSU. This quarterback on fire today. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though.
Kick is good. That makes the score.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And at first down, they go right back to him.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's got it. Already past the first down marker. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now.
Let's go.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Returner decides to fair catch this. back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here's the option play. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid game and a fresh set of downs. Back behind the quarterback, a line in the pistol. Quarterback's got it on the option. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 49. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The tight end has got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Because you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for. Because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. It was a foot race and he won it. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. Bringing pressure. Short pass finds the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Second down after that short completion. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Short throw complete to the tight end. An explosive play, big game, spotted down near the 37. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
One more play before they head to the locker room. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. After the point after, it's a 35-17 game. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
He's escaping the pocket now. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. He finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's caught. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Second down and goal upcoming. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 35, LSU 24.
Bringing it out, it's Pena. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Texas A&M Aggies will take over first and 10.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Handoff running right. The gain moves the ball to the 34. The Aggies will crank up the tempo. Takes the handoff again. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
There's the handoff.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And on the carry, he's heading left. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Okay, it's third down after that run. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Gets some space into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And the LSU offense will take over first and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Back in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the...
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
41, LSU, 31.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Picks up the first, looking for more. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down.
Boy, great execution here by the quarterback to pick up the first down and valuable yards. And one thing about these Texas A&M quarterbacks is they have the ability to throw, but also over the years, also have the ability to run and hurt you.
They'll try the option play here. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll run the option. He shreds the tackle. They can't slow him down. Touchdown, A&M. What a show of strength and will.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
The offense really clicking here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. This game is far from over. Here's the point after attempt.
Number 14. And the score.
PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 48, LSU 45.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
Return man decides to signal fair catch. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it. Got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down coming up after that running play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 48, LSU 45.
On the double.
Direct snap to the back. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. LSU has moved into the red zone.
And that's a first down for the offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, LSU. Trying to come all the way back. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss,
oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the 4th quarter, working with the lead. It's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do, but now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
The big fullback's got it here. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Man, I love this play call. And I'll tell you what, I didn't know he had this kind of speed. I knew he could get you 2 yards or 3 yards on short yardage situations, but you give him some room. I didn't know he could get out and pick up those kind of yards.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it into the end zone. Texas A&M.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. That's one for you old school fans, Kirk. The fullback just powering it in from short distance.
Yeah, I'm with you. What a moment for the fullback. Usually he's just stuck to do the grunt work as a blocker, but here you get an opportunity to punch it in on the goal line, and you make the most of it.
This one will be fair caught. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still plenty of life left. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the 4th quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll call call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching it. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking for the wideout. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's a wide open receiver, complete.
By the receiver. Gain of 25 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is